Welcome to the Music Educators Institute, the world leaders in credit music courses for virtual environments. A new era in high school education has arrived. The MEI has created the solutions for online schools to offer music programs for grades 8 through 12. With 5 piano and 5 guitar courses, online schools get flexibility and empowerment to have data at their fingertips on each student's progress. The students get incredible guitar courses and piano courses that have had over 15 years of updates and revisions, with literally hundreds of students at any given time going through the courses. Each school has their own URL with their student database accessible to only them. Each student, again, in turn, has their own URL where all the data for that particular student is held, including how many times and when and for how long they've logged in, what exams they've gone through, what sections they've accomplished. And the school has an update on their accounts and how many students are left in their block from their last purchase. And the courses are very, very cost effective for any school. They meet or exceed the prescribed learning outcomes mandates across North America in all jurisdictions. So the school can be resting assured that these courses are the finest that can be offered. With 15 years of updates and revisions since the first MEI courses were offered, we are now above and beyond. And our dreams and our visions are that music education for every child in a virtual environment is not only reality, but the best music education they can have. We hope to partner with your school. Thank you. I'm Chris Madsen, the CEO and founder. Hi, I'm Chris Madsen for the British Columbia Distributed Learning Schools music courses with the MEI. Every year there's a change in staff at some of the DL schools, and so this video is particularly for them so that they can get in the loop with how the administration end works, etc., with the courses, and a refresher for all of the other teachers, counselors, principals, etc., that use our courses. For the last 16 years, the majority of the DL schools in BC have accessed the music courses. Every year they're revised and some changes, and the reason is because it's the DL schools themselves that create these courses, and by giving us here at the MEI the feedback and lots of dialogue on what's required and what they'd like to see, both with the courses and with the administration in. I think we're about as top-notch as we can get right now, but if you see anything you think could be tweaked, let us know and we'll surely do it. So here we go. Okay, so let's start by going into the home page, which is musiceducatorsinstitute.com. And so I've got it saved here, musiceducatorsinstitute.com. And where that's going to take you to is your school login. And so from there, as a school, you would click on that and then enter your username and password. Now, if you don't have that, contact me at chris@meicanada.com and I'll email it to you right away. Every DL school in BC has a username and password and is already set up on the system. Now, I'm going to take you through a little bit here of the courses here so that I've got a special place I can get to show it to you. Music Educators Institute.com/ course. So here is a good place just to preview the courses. And now both the guitar and the piano, there's 5 different courses. And each course, there's piano and guitar, and each one of them has 5. They're set out the same. Each course has 3 modules and a final exam. Now within each module, there's 8 sections, which is another lesson, and then the learning outcomes assignments and an exam. Now these exams, when they're clicked on, they are software driven, and that when the student hits submit, they're scored immediately by the software and put into the database. Now a student can't go to the next module until they complete all of the previous module. So a student, once they click on section 1, section 2, section 3, and go through them, then they're allowed to do the learning outcomes in the exam. And not until then, until the exam has been submitted, can they go into the next module. And once they've completed all 3 modules, then they're ready for the final exam, which is both, again, a multi-choice exam and then a performance exam. For the performance exam, they are marked by a teacher. Some of the schools, and you can set this up in settings in your own administration on our databases, you can set it up so that one of your teachers does the exams, or else the MEI has a BC licensed teacher for that. Next, so those are the courses themselves. They are the result and culmination of many years of refinement every year. A lot of discussion, etc., goes into them all the time because we want to exceed the requirements, of course, for schools. Now, from the admin side, I'm going to take you into the admin. Every school has their own different URL, their own website, so to speak, that is completely theirs alone, and that's accessed by the school, and it's password protected. So right now I'm trying to get into a place where we can actually see the admin here, so you can watch that admin. Now we've set up kind of a dummy site here so that you can see, because we don't want to reveal any schools, student database, etc. So from here, we're going to go in, and now your school has its own URL, and also every student has their own URL for their particular course. And the reason for that is every student is different in, like, you might have a grade 8 student taking a classroom 5 guitar or something. And that's one of the magical, wonderful things about the MEI is that, see, the challenge for online music lessons, one of them was that we have the requirements for every different grade, but yet students are coming in at different levels. Most of them come in at the beginner level, but having said that, you may have a grade 12 student that has never seen a piano or guitar, or you might have a grade 8 student that is really fluent in music already. So how do you make it a challenge and a beautiful learning experience for all of them? And this is how we've done it, is made it so that they can fit into the course that's best for them, but yet the learning outcome section is for their grade level. So we've got that beautiful flow there. So now when you go into your database, like say when you log in for your school, first thing you'll see is this. And that's where you register your students, their first name, last name, email address of the student. And then the course selection. Now, as I was saying, most students go into either Guitar 1 or Piano 1, unless they're already rather fluent. And then the grade. And then, so for instance, if I click Course 2 and then grade 10, what's going to happen is when that student when you click register, that student gets their email saying, congratulations, here's your course information. And there's a URL specifically set for them, which will be the Classroom 2 Guitar and with the learning outcomes for grade 10, specifically for them. And then after that, there's a history of all the students and what's going on, anything that's gone on with the school. And then here is to purchase blocks of registrations. They're incredibly cost effective for the school. And what they are is, excuse that was my iPhone just went up. The blocks, generally most schools, the larger schools buy a block of 50 at a time at $125 per student. Some of the smaller schools buy a block of 10. There's no time limit on those. And so that's all quite fine there. And so your school, chances are, has already purchased some. So there you go there. Now, when we hit the students one, in this dummy model that we have here, there's no actual students listed here. But as your school registers students, you can go through and see wherever any student's at. You click on it has a student, grade, their course, and then when you get in there, it will tell you exactly how far they've gone in the course, etc., which we'll look at in a minute here. And so now from in the settings, you could set that. In here is with the contact name, so that when you do register a student, this is wherever this email address, that's where there's a confirmation that the student has registered. It goes there as well. And so now, as we go further here, let's go to the MEI music courses here at Music Educators Institute. So as you log in, so what you do is you log in there, put in your school's username, and then from there you can register your students. And at any time, 7 days a week, that was probably a school right there that was phoning. We have, and I personally have as well, contact via cell phone, so that if wherever I am, the moment a teacher needs help, I'm there, and if for some reason I'm detained in a meeting or something, it goes to someone else, just to make sure that we're always on top of things here. Because you, as a school administrator, have got enough stuff going on. Our role is to make it so that music education is delivered effortlessly to all the students, and making it easy for you. So here we go. Let's have a real successful year. At any given time, there's hundreds of students going through the courses from BCDL schools, and every single one of them is happy, and our success rate is incredibly high, and you can see why. Have a great day, and looking forward to getting your registrations. Bye now.